What's up? Welcome to At the Tavern, episode 6. I'm Tyler,
I'm Patrick.
and we're here to do our weekly thing where we kind of sit around and talk about stuff.
Kind of late, but
You
it's
know.
alright. Whatever. Things happen.
Those of you who follow us know that we never do end these podcasts on time.
And especially if you've ever been a guest star.
Or you live in a house with children, you would understand.
Takes a minute to get to the office after they go to bed.
Yeah, right? All right, so to start with, if you have any questions or you want to follow along, use hashtag Space Tavern Games. We'll be checking it throughout and at the end to answer any questions, comments, concerns.
And if
whatever you
you're
may have.
a constant viewer, we always do it at the end.
Yeah, always. So can you tip the camera a little bit this way? Just the camera. Yeah, right there. That's good. All right. So first up, we had a big Murphy's update,
As usual,
as per the usual,
every Monday.
as the kids would say.
My kids don't say that.
Your kids are too young to say that, so.
They'll never say that.
This update was about the Narcean Unity, which is one of the playable factions we are planning on introducing into the game. They resemble the devils of Christian mythology, not to the point where their horns are like, Diablo-esque and out to here, but they got the little like cherub horns.
Remember that time we played Diablo all day and got to level 23?
Yep, in like 8 hours, not
Yeah.
even. Story for a different day. So yeah, that was our big Murphy's update.
Pretty excited about the dwarves.
Yeah, dwarves are next actually. So this goes out to Dover. Dwarves are next. I know you were excited about them. And then we have one more faction left, and then it'll be a lot of different modern lore. So yeah,
Good time.
keep an eye out for that. And there may also be some special releases in the future as well. We kind of just play it by ear. So yeah,
So we had a review,
we had a review. It's our first review.
Fiction or Addiction. It was from our open call.
Yep, which is still open to all you
Always.
game designers out there.
Any game, doesn't matter what it is, video game, tabletop, RPG, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll play it all. Card games.
Or, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, this was a card game.
Yeah.
So
So Fiction. I had a lot of fun.
we played it for an entire week.
Yeah.
And Thursday night we lost track of time due to the adult beverages added to the game.
I will say the adult beverages do enhance gameplay, but they're not necessary.
You still have a great time without them.
You still have a great time playing without it. Check out our review on our website for more in-depth detail.
When we review a game, we don't just sit down and play it once. We like to play it,
We like to give it multiple tries, multiple goes.
even if we don't like it the first time. I mean, we liked Fiction
Oh, yeah.
Addiction the first time
Yeah.
we played it, but I mean,
Fiction Addiction could be the next big party game, I think.
it would be. I mean, it's a lot of fun to play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, you can also play it with your family on family game night.
Yeah, totally. The whole premise of the game is that you have a word, and then you have to,
You make up a word,
Yeah.
or
you choose a word that's on the card.
and people have to call whether or not you made up that word or you didn't make up that word. It's a real word.
And where the alcoholic beverages come in is really funny because when you're hammered, you already make up words. So
Yeah, and you can't really tell. So a lot of people get a lot of different points that way. So
yeah. So that was Fiction Addiction. Once again, check it out on our website, spacetaverngames.com. Next on our thing is next week's guest, Rich. Rich, we don't know how to say your last name. I think it's
apologies.
Paisan or Paisan. I'm not really sure.
probably
You can
Python.
clarify that for us next week when you see us. We're going to talk about his game, Spy Guys.
Which sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love spies.
It seems like a lot of fun. I've done some research. I'm really excited to play it. I can't say much about it because it's still not here yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting on it, but
still
we're
waiting on
very excited to get it.
So, Rich, if you're watching this, put a foot in your publisher's butt. Make sure it gets here. We're really, really excited to play it.
Yeah.
So he'll be on next week, and then we have some more guests we're working on lining up for the following weeks.
Yeah. Just the RPG zombie apocalypse.
Yes,
RPG.
Fate's Battery.
That's it.
They're in the testing process of their game.
They're actually launching their Kickstarter Today or tomorrow, I think.
Let me check.
Fades battery. Scroll up. It's at the top of the page to the corner, I think, or that thing.
Well, their website doesn't have anything about their Kickstarter, so if it was today, good luck. If it's tomorrow, also good luck. It's a zombie apocalypse. From reading their website, it's story form, which is interesting, which means the DM is the only one who has dice.
And you just talk about what you do, and that controls the fate of the entire thing.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to test it. So, Fans Battery people, we want to test your game. We've got a group of friends that would also be very interested in playing zombie apocalypse survival RPGs. So, yeah, get back to us. We'll review your game.
Also, the RPG cafe opening in Dublin got back to us. We're going to try to work them into a special guest.
Yeah, we might have to do a special edition of At the Tavern
where it's not this late, which is kind of weird for us, but
yeah,
we'll make it work.
And it might not be on this day either, depending on what they have going on.
Yeah, I mean they're available from 7 to 11 Dublin time, so that's 2 to 6. Yeah, something like that.
So we'll have an afternoon beer with them. Cool. So keep an eye out for that. We'll keep you posted on our social media. Which if you don't follow, do that right now. Twitter is Space Tavern Mini Wargaming, which is MWG.
Yep.
And
Space Tavern Games.
Our Instagram, which is really interesting, we just finally put a surface on our gaming table that is now at HQ.
That was fun.
So I posed a bunch of my models, and Bachelor's models will be on there as well when we start doing bat rips and stuff. We're going to be painting those in the future. A couple of them are right here.
Some are chilling right here.
Chilling.
With our IKRPG book.
Yeah, which is in the writing stage. We're getting towards the end of pre-writing. Well, I mean, I'm going to be DMing it. Pat will be playing. So he's helping me with the pre-writing stage, but we're towards the end of that, and soon we'll be ready to launch and start recruiting players.
We're excited.
We're really excited.
We're going to have the new Hordes book, too, for the RPG with us. So, I mean, we're really going to be able to accommodate a whole
group of people that want to just do stuff. We also have Kingdoms, Nations, and Gods as well.
I love that book.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I can read that book over and over.
I've learned so much about the faction that I play. And
I've learned so much about the whole.
Yeah, I mean as a whole, yeah. But I'm talking about I've learned so much about the faction that I play. So even if you're just a War Machine
for life
and Hordes player, you should definitely check it out. Don't do that.
I just did it. So.
Just don't do it again.
It's done. What are you talking about, man?
Signor.
No, that's Happy Hands or something like that. Sultan.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, if you're a War Machine or a War Machine player,
or Hordes.
Well, they don't have a Hordes one out yet.
That's what the effing book we just bought is.
I'm talking about the Kingdoms, Nations, of God. They don't have an expansion one that does the war stuff yet. However, if you're a War Machine player and you want to know a lot about your faction, there's a lot of history in these books, and it's really, really good. And there's a lot of history in this book about the world itself. So check that out when you get a chance.
The library will be up next week by the time you guys see.
Yes, our library of
covering this old.
Oh, man, I still got to put all this stuff away.
This warehouse of rock.
Yes. Love me some wall. This random. Anyway, moving on. Where were we? Oh, our review this week coming up is coming from AJ, who I've mentioned before is on our development team for Morpheus. He'll be talking about Gen Con, which he has frequented.
He's our field reporter.
He's going to be our field reporter.
We should really work on having him plus in just on his phone.
We could try that. I mean,
coming at you live, AJ. You'll be like,
and then it'll be
guys.
I can't hear.
What are you saying?
So we're going to try some things. We'll see what happens.
Except I don't know if Gen Con goes on at 11 o'clock at night. So
probably not. Well, maybe we'll have him.
We can have him break in.
We can plus him in from his hotel room. Maybe
we could have him break in and like turn a light on. Just be like chill.
Yeah. So here at Space Tavern Games, we will go to any extreme, including breaking and entering, to bring you frontline reporting.
So we're not stealing anything, so I mean, come on.
Well, it's still breaking and entering.
Semantics.
We are going to be playing a throwback of Space Hulk Death Angel. I pulled it out of my stock today or 2 days ago, and Pat's really excited to play it. I'm really
We just find stuff and we're just like,
let's do that. Now we have a reason to play it.
And we have a space to do it.
Yes.
Instead of just like at our houses and we're just like, let's Google Plus, man. All right.
So we have that.
Dude, I can't hear you. You're not coming in. You gotta speak up. I am speaking up. I heard you that time. I'm not keeping this level of my voice.
This is an actual exchange that has happened before. As I mentioned, our table is surfaced, which means we can do battle reports now. Maybe. We'll see. We're going to try.
It'll be a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. So
just like these podcasts.
We might just do turn reports on our Instagram or on our Twitter or something. So once again, follow our social media. Stay updated with that.
Yeah, our Twitter's like skyrocketing, by the way.
Yeah.
Our Facebook's like...
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, don't like us on Facebook or whatever, I guess. Just follow us on Twitter, whatever.
I mean, I'd like for you to like us on Facebook, too. Not begging for likes, though, so...
Yeah, we post a lot of our humor on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and our Twitter's more like interaction with other developers.
And yeah. So you're missing out.
I mean, if you want to watch how we interact with other developers, we probably look like a bunch of raging idiots, but it is what it is.
I have next on the list, Megazord is almost fully assembled, and that's pretty wizard.
I guess. It's pretty wizard.
It's pretty wizard.
I'm bringing it back.
Right? It's pretty wizard. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, HQ is almost completely set up. Got a couple more things to do, like the bookcase.
No, it's bookcases. It's like this whole back wall, dude.
Bookcases.
Like 20 feet of bookcases.
It's a lot of bookcases.
It's a lot of books.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're mostly like RPGs and game manuals.
This is full of books. This is full of books.
My desk is full
His
of
desk
books.
is full of books. A lot of books.
We have like 20 freaking giant tubs of books.
Yeah.
We have to unpack.
Yeah. So, STG's new services. We now have our own official page on the website. So if you are in need of any of those services, hit us up.
And they're all free.
Yeah.
Best part.
Yeah. Free. Like, we'll hook you up. We'll
Forever.
hook it down. We will hook it down.
Hook it down.
We'll hook it down.
We locked in the price
down.
and it's free.
Hook it down.
For a limited time.
For a limited
wait, there's more.
Oh, wait. Billy Mazer. Oh, wait, no, he's dead.
Lance.
You're going to love my nuts. You're going to love my services. Anyway, open call's going well. If you need stuff reviewed, I mentioned that before. That's all.
Find our contact info at spacetaverngames.com.
Which is on the website, which you should frequent.
Because we update it 3 to 5 times a week.
Yep.
If not more.
One of them is a Murphy's update, at least
and
one.
One's our podcast and
the others are review. And then there's the occasional flary stuff thrown in, which leads to the 4 or 5 that,
I mean, if we're sitting around, we're like, yeah, we need to throw a review out, or we update the website. That's another.
Yeah.
Update.
So we covered the point where we answer questions.
Oh, my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yes. I have the power.
Get off my freaking behind and do something.
No, you don't have the power. We're just searching it up right now, guys. Bear with us.
Yeah, hold on. Hang tight, everybody there.
Stuff in my way.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, here's one for, I guess, for me. Do you work player character backstories into your campaigns?
Heavily.
Hell yes. Players are your most important asset as a DM. Don't be a douche. Don't railroad them. They're going to, and on the other side of it, don't be a douche if you're a player.
And write some crappy, 3-liner
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a
here.
big fan of actually getting people in depth and really, really playing their characters so they can create a nice bond with them. Similar to what you do in very, very good RPGs you play on consoles or PCs or whatever. So player character backstories are very, very important. Very, very important to me, at least. I don't know if that's what other people do, but I also like to do side quests and then reward the players with like epic loot when they finish it, or if they decide to finish it at all. So, yes, player character is very important.
This is going to be towards you because I'm a horrible DM, as I've only DM'd like a few times in my life, and the times I have, I'm like the biggest dick in the world to everyone. Get them screwed up. Random events. I love random events. So what would you recommend for a first-time DM? Because you weren't there when I first time DM'd. It was a horrible, horrible thing.
So,
crap in my pants.
What do I recommend for the first time? Just like in general.
Pointers.
Pointers. First time DMs. Don't freak out. Do not freak out. I am not shitting you at all when I say that your players are going to derail everything you've written at least once. Roll with it. Be adaptable.
Have fun.
Yeah. Don't BS your story 3 minutes before you start a session either. Like, be prepared. Understand where you want the end goal of your. I like to start I guess I'll just talk about how I do my plan. I write out each kind of like in episodes is how I write mine. So I'll have like a first episode and blah 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 until we get to the end, which I always have in mind. I always know how I want my stories to end. How we get there is completely up to the players, which is why I only write one episode at a time, and then we will play an episode. And then I'll go on and I'll write the next episode and using the previous episode as an influence. So that's how I do it. It's just don't freak out and always have fun. It's the very, very important thing. You are the DM. You get to sit in your throne of power.
Yeah. Did you hear about my first time? John told me 3 minutes before we played. He was like, "You're DMing tonight," and I was like, "What?" What do I even do? He's like, just do what I do. And I'm like, I don't even know what you do. But whatever.
Yeah. So just, I mean.
At least find out not 3 minutes to 10 minutes before you play.
Yeah, don't railroad. Do not railroad your players because they will just become even more ridiculous.
I cast detection. Yes, you found someone swimming.
I shoot.
What?
So. Yeah, that's my advice to a first-time DM.
Do you guys like GURPS?
I've only played GURPS once, so I have really no comment on that. It's kind of like a fantasy flight game. Kind of difficult to learn, but once you learn it, you won't forget. Unless you don't play for a while like I have, since I completely forgot.
I've never played. So.
We're looking at GURPS as for our
RPG?
As research for our RPG, kind of seeing how it works.
Steal some mechanics.
Maybe seeing how it works, why it works, that kind of thing. But like I said, I've only played once, so I have no comment on it. I liked it. It was a World War II themed one. So.
How do we stop our DM from railroading us as he does every game?
How do you stop a DM from railroading us? Well, that is a out of game problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him outside of the game.
Yeah, if he's railroading you, my best advice would be to talk to him outside of the game. Be like, listen, railroading is no fun. I also, if it persists, one of the things we always like to do is be like, I do this, and then the DM will be like, suddenly this happens. I'll be like, oh, I didn't know the train. Anybody else feel that train coming? Drop little hints that he's railroading. Or get a new DM.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the entire group and he's like, at least talk to him and be like, I appreciate where you're coming from. I know you want to focus on the story, but we also want to have fun. I mean, your story's great, but we're having fun with it. And it could just be total miscommunication.
Yeah, it's that.
Or you can just take him out back and beat him up.
Old-fashioned way.
That's how we do it around
also,
here.
if it's a player, I mean, you also have to think as well as a player, am I doing everything to make the GM or DM, whatever the heck you want to call it, the DM's game, to enjoy the DM's game? it's always fun to do fun things and ridiculous off-the-cuff things in your games. However, if you are...
But you can take it too far.
Yes, it is very possible as a player.
I've done it myself.
I've done it. I mean, I've done it, but I've done it without railroading or derailing anything.
I don't think I derailed anything.
There's a harmony that needs to happen between the players and the DM. You guys need to be like this and not like this.
Synergy.
So, yeah, synergy. So if your DM is railroading, talk to him outside the game. Be like, listen, railroading is no fun, and go from there. I don't play in your game, so I really can't tell you.
Let's see here. Do you guys believe in dice shaming? You bet we do.
Freaking bet you do. My dice suck.
Yeah, they do. They even
I am the worst roller at dice. Anybody like Gilmer? When we play, you're gonna know it. I will roll Snake Eyes at least twice in our game. Calling it right now.
If not more.
If not more.
I've seen it.
What
was that one time you and I were playing and you hit it like 4 or 5 times?
Yep. Yep. Do you remember one of the things I always like to say, or that always jinxes me? I'll be like, anything but snakes to hit, roll freaking Snake Eyes all the time.
I don't even know why you say that. I'm getting attacked.
I stopped saying it, and now people say it for me, and I'm like, don't do that, and then I roll snakes anyway. So I just gave you the advantage, Mike Gilmer.
Well, we could always just equip everyone with a shot collar, whoever says it.
Here's one. How do you like armor in games? I think Privateer Press has the best defensive and armor system. It just makes so much sense that you have to hit. It just makes sense that you have to hit somebody in order to even have the ability to do damage, and then their armor affects how much damage they take. That just to me is the best way to do it, I think, as of right now.
It's a really great system. It's fun.
40K's armor save system makes the game faster, but it doesn't make sense in physics or in my
real
brain.
World.
Yeah, or in my brain. I mean, 40K isn't really much real world.
Well, I mean, there's still people attacking each other.
In the reality of the game, it doesn't make sense. Next. How important is the local game shop to start and process as a designer?
What was that?
How important is the local game shop to your start and process as a designer?
We haven't really...
We haven't been to the shop yet.
And, I don't know,
I would think that...
Honestly, the internet's been the biggest asset.
Yeah.
With networking and...
Local game shop would be good if you know people there.
I think you have to have an in.
Yeah, you just have to know people. Like if I was still living in Delaware, I would know a lot more people that would be able to be involved in the process. But right now, the local game shop hasn't really done much for our game, at least ours. I met AJ, who's on the dev team at a game shop in Delaware.
Yeah,
I guess that helps.
Yeah, but I mean, the internet's really where we get a lot of resources, and you're going to find more people on the internet willing to talk to you about what you're trying to do and accomplish than you are at going into your local game shop. I mean, you could have some guy who's been there running his game shop for like 40 years, burned out, doesn't care anymore, just wants to make his money, have his bills paid, I don't know. There's a bunch of variables that
I would say if you're looking at starting a game and using your game shop, be careful of who you select. It's very easy to just pick and choose people, but you got to find the right people you can work with.
And they could ask for like portions of your game, like sales wise, and you got to watch out. You got to make sure that your rights as the owner of your game are kept intact.
Yes,
because they could just take it and run with it, and before you know it, you don't have your game anymore. You did well, whatever. I'm out of luck now.
Yep.
What's your favorite classless system? What?
Well, I tell you, my favorite class to play is usually Ranger or Sorcerer or Ranger Sorcerer.
Ranger Warrior.
What?
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem like it would mix very well.
Sword and bow. How's that not mixed?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like warriors do better if you just go straight warrior and mix warrior with other fighting classes.
I like what I like.
Whatever.
I may be useless, but at least I think I look cool.
Yeah. It's always about looking cool. Don't care about anything else.
And your good backstory. And you have a good backstory.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find any more questions here, man.
How do I start? Where to begin? What do you ask? Oh, here's somebody who's starting a D&D group and does with a friend, and they don't have any experience. Don't have a DM.
What's a GM? General manager.
Game manager.
Oh.
Game master. I guess dungeon master is copyrighted.
Really?
I guess. Well, people don't want to seem like you're copying D&D that much. I suggest if you are starting a D&D group with a group of friends, you need to find somebody who can DM or wants to DM. Whether it's one of your friends or you find somebody outside of your friends and bring them in. Because the DM is really, really important to your game. So, and they're the ones who have to do a lot of research. So find your group, find your friends that want to do it with them. Yeah. So that's my suggestion.
Yeah, always start with friends.
Friends are always good to have in a group. Make sure you have a good DM.
Especially your first time.
Yeah. And if it's the DM's first time, please go easy on them. It's kind of hard.
It's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve. Really big learning curve. Somebody asked about an easy to run RPG. Iron Kingdoms.
Yes.
Anybody use voice changing software for their NPCs? That's an idea. I might have to do that.
That's a really good idea.
I could gotta do accents and stuff, but having a voice change my pitch, that would be fun.
We would have too much fun.
I would have too much fun. There would be nothing getting done because I would just be messing with. Oh,
the voice module.
You have just opened up Pandora's box, my friend. If your gaming group has commitment issues, well, you maybe should see therapy. Yeah. Well, I think I'm out of questions.
Yeah, I can't find any more.
We'll end on this last one. What is your favorite spell from any system? Magic Missile. Gotta love me some Magic Missile, especially when you always attempt to cast it like a Dragon Ball Z. Magic Missile! Magic Missile! It's always fun. Funny story, I tried to spray acid on somebody, sprayed acid on myself once.
Ooh.
Yeah. I decided as the sorcerer that I should charge the guy and then spray acid, but I threw the acid and then I ran into it. It was a learning curve. I was level 1. So that's all we have tonight. We will see you next week at Tavern episode 7.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll have a guest star. So
yeah.
see you guys.
So goodbye.